Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your financial reading, which is also going to include themes of abundance as well. So we're talking general abundance, okay, whether that be physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, okay, and of course financial. So it's going to be general, so please just take the bits that resonate and let the rest go, okay. And yeah, let's welcome in the high frequency archangels, ascended masters, light beings, spirit guides, and of course our higher selves to assist us with this reading. So Sagittarius, this card was most eager to pop out, and it is the Star. So that's really awesome. So that is in your first house at the moment. Oh, actually, that's the center of the reading. So this is the general theme of you really feeling optimistic and probably being in a nice high vibe state, you know, generally at the moment, if that resonates. I'm just going to pull out, so what we're doing for these financial readings and abundance readings is we're looking at your 12 houses, okay, astrologically speaking. And we're pulling cards for each house, okay, and then we're going to sort of have a quick chat about each one. And if you can hear that cat, that's actually the stray that we've adopted. And it is the weekend, and yeah, someone else is going to feed it shortly, I hope. I actually forgot because I was so eager to start the readings. It will be okay. Now, right, so you have some really positive cards here. Let's just also grab, I'll just go quick another shuffle here for the Pentacle cards. And here we have the beautiful Page of Pentacles here. We might pop that one in the center there as well. So you're probably starting something new. Maybe you're feeling really inspired, you know, and you're probably feeling like it's potentially maybe a source of income, or might be a new job, or maybe a new course of study that I think is going to, that you're going to feel it's going to help you with your confidence and your general abundance as well. I'm actually just going to pause and go feed that cat, and I will return. Okay, the cat is now fed. So Sagittarius, this is the center of your reading here. So I think you might really also be enjoying the high frequency energies that are coming down to us at the moment, okay? And I think this is really going to help you with your soul alignment. And you, of course, once we step into our soul energy, it can really help with helping us to feel abundant and more empowered as well. And of course, in your first house here, you have the Chariot, which is also, you know, about moving into the unknown, but feeling really strong and confident as you do that. And this can also talk about, you know, the first house is about, you know, self, the body, your identity as well. But I think you're feeling fairly comfortable within that at the moment. And also kind of well prepared to kind of move forward here, Sagittarius. Let's see your second house. Here we have the house of, you know, like your daily work and your general, you know, the work ethic. And I think you're pretty happy at the moment. It's looking like where you're at with this. This is the Six of Pentacles, which is also talking about a really nice balance, like a nice work-life balance. And yeah, that's really great. That's looking just awesome. Let's look at your third house of communication here. And social, and, you know, coming up with ideas. Maybe you're planning to kind of move into a creative endeavor here and working with others. You could be thinking about this. Maybe you have something in the wings, like an idea that you're wanting to, you know, kind of collaborate with others on, which is really great. I guess this could also be talking about maybe you're looking at going into some study with regard to maybe communication, or maybe even technology. You know, maybe you're going to be doing some writing, literally, as this person's doing here, or planning, or journaling, or something creative like that. Your fourth house, the house of home, and also your feminine aspect, okay. And also the house of, you know, emotions. And I think you're feeling really pretty calm here, and fairly you know, in a mastery of your emotions at the moment, Sagittarius, which is great. And this is really helping you to be in this Nine of Pentacles energy, which is in terms of your abundance, you have the ability, or you are either activating it or you are soon to activate it in April. Did I say this was your reading for April? I hope I did. So this is about you being able to have your income and your financial things sort of covered, to the extent where you can create sort of like a comfortable lifestyle here for yourself, so you can you can fill up your own cup and do what you need to do here. So this is a really nice card to have in a financial and also in an abundance reading, because it's really balanced and goes well with the Six of Pentacles. It's a nice flow on from the Six of Pentacles, which is the nice work-life balance, and here you are stepping it up. Maybe you're going to be activating your I always think this is the card of the counselor or the advisor or maybe the manager. Maybe you're going to be stepping up in a work role, or maybe you're stepping up on the home front. Maybe you're caring for others even. But this is going to, maybe allow you to feel, like there's a good balance of things here. So you're not depleting your own energy, okay, at the moment. And I think you're aware of how to manage that to a really nice level there. In your fifth house of creativity, here you have once again the Knight of Pentacles. So this is a really nice planning energy, okay? I think maybe you might be planning to do something here, or it's sort of like with the Five of Pentacles, this can be that there's something, on offer around that you're not seeing at the moment, okay, with regard to your creativity. And it might even be a creative skill or an ability that you have that maybe, for whatever reason, you're not sort of activating that, or you might be aware of it, okay? Maybe you're doing it a little bit, but maybe you're planning to move into this energy a bit more, okay? Which is sort of what the Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles was talking about here, which is to do with communication. So maybe it's creative communication. Maybe there's something that you're wanting to share with the world, and maybe you're going to be kind of making plans in how to do that. But I think it's going to take for you to perhaps believe a bit more in your creative ability here, okay, and your ability to create. Maybe you're going to be co-creating, or maybe it's something you're going to do by yourself initially. Okay. Wow, and we're doubling up again on the Three of Pentacles. So there's a very strong, in your sixth house here, sixth house, Three of Pentacles, a very strong theme here on creative collaboration for you, Sagittarius. Sixth house talks about, health and also purposefulness and being of service, okay? So maybe this is going to be something spiritual. Maybe you're going to be helping others. Maybe you're going to be doing a therapeutic or a healing practice, or it could be absolutely anything. Maybe you're going to start up a group, to do with health and well-being, or maybe a meditation group or something like that, or maybe you're going to join one, okay? Maybe you're going to take some new classes in, spiritual, something that sort of has a spiritual flavor for you. And once again, this is the creative energy here. So maybe you're going to be, helping others. But I think it's going to be good for your health and well-being, whatever it is that you're going to be doing there as well. In your seventh house, which is the house of, partnerships and also general relationships, we have the Hanged Man, okay? And we also have the Seven of Pentacles. So maybe in your current connections, maybe you're going to be evaluating these and maybe doing some reassessment. Maybe there's going to be some changes. Maybe you've been doing things in a solitary way, and maybe you're going to be changing that and doing things in a collaborative way, if that resonates, Sagittarius. Or particularly if this new thing is talking about a side hustle for you, then and maybe you have been doing it on your own. Maybe you're going to be sort of expanding out and doing it with, sharing your skills and abilities and your interests with others, okay? But you're going through, this is sevens are always kind of about a bit of introspection, asking yourself questions, doing the, just kind of looking at your values and your beliefs. And this is kind of really nice together with a hangman, because this talks about taking some time out as well. But also, surrendering to this idea of holism, which we're talking mind, body, spirit, okay? So this is definitely not an energy of we're going to, separate the mind from the body, or separate, the emotions from the intellect. It's all kind of coming together. And I think that's maybe what you're looking at, how you're going to do that. With regard to, relationships, I think you're going to be looking more closely at your relationships and seeing which ones are working and which ones aren't, okay? Which ones are supportive for you moving forward and which ones are not supportive, okay? And I guess you'll be, modifying perhaps your associations in some way there. In your 8th house of joint ventures and shared finances and assets here, we have the World, okay? So this is success coming in, right? So there's something monetary wise or business wise or employment wise that you're going to be successful in here. And this is a beautiful Queen of Pentacles, very nurturing, and really supportive here. Also doing self-care, and also believing in yourself, okay? Giving yourself time in nature as well, Queen of Pentacles, and just really kind of enjoying taking care of yourself during this phase where you are kind of waiting for, or you are working towards, slowly but surely, this success that's going to come in here. And this can also sort of be to do with intimacy, perhaps with others, or and maybe you're going to get more self-understanding and more self-awareness too. Maybe you're going to step through a portal. This could be like raising your frequency, stepping into a greater soul awareness of all of your talent, skills, gifts, and abilities, okay? But yeah, definitely optimistic in the area of working with others once again. And here we have in your 9th house, the Queen of Pentacles again, okay, which is a really nice energy alignment here. The 9th house talks about education and travel and general philosophy. So isn't this interesting? You have the Devil here, which is sort of could be talking about any connections that you have to beliefs or ideas like within you that are not serving you, but also about connections that you have to others that are not sort of serving you. It's not that we have to be self-serving all the time, but if, for instance, we are in a connection or relationship that is actually unsupportive or uninspiring, or just not helping us to maintain that higher frequency and that, that joy that we're looking for, maybe we need to look at that closely, okay, and just see, is this connection in alignment with your self-care? Do you feel that it is good for you? Do you feel that that you are happy and joyful in this connection? Or it could be talking about a habit here, Sagittarius. Maybe there's something that you're looking to give up. Okay, and I think it might be in the interests of self-care that you're looking to give up here. But it might be to do with, this could be talking about philosophy, but maybe some of those deep-seated beliefs that you're going to be looking at about yourself, and maybe about life in general, and about abundance too, okay? Because sometimes when we are held back by limiting self-beliefs, it does kind of put a little bit of a block there, in terms of the abundance we can create for ourselves. In your 10th house, you have the 10th house of reputation and expertise, and also the divine masculine, okay? You have beautiful 2 aces. So I feel like after this, introspection, maybe there's some fine-tuning you're going to do there. I think this is going to be like literally a new beginning for you. This is like higher consciousness, okay? A new awakening into your potential, your own higher consciousness, a leveling up, because we're all continually going through upgrades. Okay, so this is going to be probably perhaps an upgrade in the month of April for you, and this is like a new opportunity, like for abundance, and possibly it's going to be linked to income. Okay, it's interesting that you had this is also talks about communication and aligning with your personal truth. In the house of communication here, your third house, you also had this collaborating with others, and this is also can talk about communication. So it might be that maybe there's something that happens internally for you, Sagittarius, that's really going to allow you to give you more confidence to communicate in a way that's going to empower you to work in that collaborative energy, which I think is what you're looking for here. I think you're looking for more confidence, and you've been planning something for a while here, I feel. And yeah, this is awesome. It's going to be really aligning, and yeah, lots of potential there for you to step into. Wow. Sagittarius, you also have in the 11th house the Ace of Cups, and I'm just noticing in the 12th you have the Ace of Pentacles once again. So there is big potential, new beginnings, and Spirit has your back here. This is your 11th house of friends, groups, and, hopes for the future here. And we have none other than the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles has appeared in your reading several times. Now, this is the third time. So this is really supportive for you to ground, okay, Sagittarius. And I get the feeling that maybe you are into nature. Maybe you're going to be doing something with gardening or the natural world, or maybe a combination, maybe something to do with flowers or aromatherapy or even energy healing, energy work. If you are doing energy work, grounding is really important, which you probably already know. And this is really spiritual, okay? I feel like you're going to be working with groups here in a grounded way. You might even literally be taking people on nature walks or something like that, or doing some healing with them. And it's going to be so beautifully uplifting, rewarding, and spiritually fulfilling for you, emotionally and spiritually fulfilling, okay? This is a really gorgeous, see how lovely that is, those energies together there. And then you also have here, in your 12th house of spirituality and the subconscious, and also looking at beliefs, this is the Ace of Pentacles. So you're getting ready here. This is, I think when you've been working in this spiritual way, I think you're going to be feeling more confidence. Back here in your 8th house, you're going to be sort of stepping through this portal here and coming into a greater self-awareness, and I think more self-confidence here as well. And yeah, and I think you're going to come into an understanding of the depth of your wisdom here. And this is all going to be really great for your abundance, in a holistic sense, financial included, right? And this is the Seven of Pentacles, which we also had back here. So once again, I think spiritually you're going to be, maybe going in a little bit of solitude here. Maybe you're going to be taking some time out. And, there's going to be a new opportunity coming from this as well. Okay, so maybe because of this work here that you're going to be doing, this spiritual, maybe participating in that, maybe you're going to be thinking that, wow, I'm just going to do some beautiful introspective time here, and, I'm going to be gifted this time or the money to be able to do that, okay? Because I think you're going to be treating yourself to a nice spiritual retreat there, or something to that effect. Let's see. So we are going to now grab a Keepers of the Light. But yeah, I mean, this thing here, Sagittarius, of the star at the center, I think you are realizing what the source of your joy is kind of going to be. And I think you understand that the more that you can share your talent, skills, and gifts, the more abundant you're going to feel, and the more abundant you can become. And I think it's just a matter of, it's looking like here that you're going to be gaining the support from others and working collaboratively, working through, there might be just one or two like internal blocks that you have, but I think you're going to be able to do the work here that you need to do, Sagittarius. Let's grab a Keepers of the Light. Beautiful Ascendant, Masters and Lightnings card images on these cards. So we just want Spirit a card for Sagittarius. Well, we probably don't need 6. We just want 1 if we can get that to jump out, or we will cut the deck in a moment. And just, I think we'll just cut the deck after one more shuffle here. There we go for time. Yep, good. Okay. So here we go. We have Kuthumi, Cloak of Wisdom. Yeah, and I think that's what you're going to be tapping into here, Sagittarius, your inner wisdom. Because it's something really deep that you're tapping into here, because you have literally all of the aces on the table. Actually, you don't have the Wands ace, but we also have the Hierophant here, your spiritual Hierophant. Okay, there are lots of aces here, you can say that. Let's read underneath. It says, you already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. Yeah. I think it's just a matter of releasing this block, whatever that is, to you having that inner trust to be able to work in this way that your soul is really calling you to work, you know. Trust in your spirit, your higher self connection here. Trust in your soul. And look at this. And this could also be like an inner child activation, you know, as well for you. But also working with high frequency beings. I feel like you're going to be doing something really spiritual. And I'm actually getting chills. You're going to be working with spirit. I think you're going to be co-creating with spirit and really helping people here in this new thing that you're going to be doing. And it's going to be so abundant for you, Sagittarius. Yeah, just awesome. Hope that's been helpful. Look forward to our next reading, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.